that's just a bucket with ankle deep warm water, so not much water in it, warmish, or if you're feeling really hot, make it cool, and a bit of salt. I'll just show you what we're doing. This is the bucket coming to you from my floor. So we've got the bucket, and then we've put just that much salt to be added to it, some paper towel for drying, a bit of a jug there to rinse off. So that's what we're about to do. We'll take about 10 minutes, and Gulshan will show us how to do that shortly. So that's my yogurt maker I just showed you there as well. And hopefully the camera is going to stand upright again. You've got a couple of minutes if you want to get your foot soak ready. And I'll put the music on for a couple more minutes. So do get a bucket ready if you can. We'll do that again tomorrow and the next day as well, just to get that system all up and running. So just sharing a bit of music while you get your bucket ready. Live just for a moment. Welcome, everyone. Hope you've all got your buckets ready. And no worries if you don't have one, but we'll do it again tomorrow so you can get a bucket in your possession for tomorrow. But today we will go straight to doing our clearing of our subtle system, all of our energy centers, and try to make our meditation time in silence in our Sahasrara longer, stronger. So welcome. This is day 8 of our 7 series. So it's our second set of 7 days straight meditating every day at my time. And some of you who are also in Canberra, 12 midday every day. And we will be doing clearing and balancing our subtle system. We'll try to consolidate feeling the state of our being, because as we've mentioned before, and Srimataji was also telling us in her talks, that your Kundalini goes up, breaks through the Sahasrara, and then she goes back to nourish any of your energy centers that might be in a little bit of stress. And so she just wants to clear them for you. So we get that indication in our hands, because each of our chakras we will feel on our hands, and at least in our subtle system at the various locations. If there is a problem with our Vishuddhi center, our hands may not feel it straight away, but as everything clears out, we will start to feel it. Very important to look after our hands. So we will work a lot with our hands, doing a lot of gardening, doing a lot of physical activity. We need to protect them with gloves if we're doing the gardening. I'm saying this because I need to remind myself of that fact. And then also even putting hand cream, putting some nice oil on your hands, and just look after them, and they'll regain their sensitivity. So without talking too much, I will ask Gulshan now, who's going to take us through the foot soaking. So Gulshan, if you're ready.
I certainly am. Welcome, everyone. As Lynn mentioned about that Kundalini helping us, and this is us also assisting the mothering energy, the Kundalini, to help repair the damage. So it's good if you can every day try and do this foot soak. It's just 10 minutes. So when you come back home from work or done your day's jobs or whatever, in the evening, if you could just spend 10 minutes and no more, just 10 minutes to be able to do this. It's really, really useful because it takes away all the things that we pick up during the day and helps us to also sleep better. So today we'll go through a very basic foot soaking thing. And then as Lynn mentioned, each day we'll just add on a little bit of that layer of interesting ways you can do different things. So let's just get started. Here's my bucket. Please let me know if I need to speak louder. So there's my bucket, and let's add a spoonful of salt into it. And to begin, quite easy. Let's just start by raising a Kundalini, and we place ourselves in Bandhan. So coming up once, 1 knot, 2 knots for the second time, and 3rd knot for the 3rd time. We tip our head up as we tie our Kundalini 3 times. And now the Bandhan, starting from the left side to the right and back. That's 1. We do that 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you need me to speak a bit louder, please let me know, as I am a little bit away from the speaker, so I hope it's clear and audible. So before we start the foot soak, we just with our right hand rotate it in a clockwise direction over the water to vibrate the water so that it can absorb all the negative energy, all the excessive energy that we've collected. And now we'll place our feet into it. So again, the temperature of the water is entirely of your choice. If you've been rushing around, then it's good to have cool. And on the other hand, if it's really cold and you've just spent the whole day sitting and feeling a little bit low, then it's good to have warm to hot water. So the first thing that we do is to cleanse our left and right side. So we'll start with the left side by placing the right hand towards the Mother Earth. The right hand is facing down and the left hand, palm open, stays in your lap. And this is really good if you can have a photo of Shri Mataji in front of you and a lamp. As Lynn has got the little lamp there, the light actually cleanses our Ajna chakra on the forehead. So it's really useful to have the light as well. So sitting in front of Shri Mataji, just close our eyes, or if you wish, you could just watch the flame for a bit to calm you down and to bring you into a state of relaxed mode. So here again, we ask the mothering energy within us to please remove all the excessiveness of lethargy, of heaviness from the left side into the earth through the right hand. Mother Kundalini, please establish the positive qualities of the left side within me, and please remove all the negative energy that is harming my chakras, that is weighing my chakras down. Please let my chakras on the left side be cleansed. Please let the chakras on my left side be repaired and nourished with your love. As we just wait for a moment or two for this to take place, we just take our attention to the top of the head. I do find at this time, if I can't close my eyes, watching Shri Mataji's bindi, the red dot on her forehead, is very soothing as well. So that's something you could try. Or if you're very happy to close your eyes, that's okay as well. So if you feel a little bit of heat coming out of your right hand, that's a good thing happening. And if you feel a bit of tingling sensation on your left hand, little pinpricks, that's good too, because it's just showing you where the catches are or the obstructions are and that need to be cleansed. And now we will swap hands. So the right hand comes up into your lap and the left hand we raise as we have been doing it towards the ether. And this is to clear our right side. And here we again ask the Kundalini within us, Mother Kundalini, please take away all the excessive heat, all my rushing, planning, all my worries. Please take them out of my right side into the air through the left hand. Mother Kundalini, please clean and please repair and please nourish the chakras on my right side. Mother Kundalini, only you are the doer. Only you are the doer. So please manage me. Please cleanse all excessive obstructions from the right side into the air through the left hand. And again, you can take your attention to the Sahasrara. If you wish to keep your eyes open, you can do that. Just watch Mataji's bindi, the red dot on her forehead, if you have your eyes open. And to help us settle our attention and also to help us to deal with the thoughts, we'll take our left hand, which is the cooling hand, and place it on the right side of your belly button. So just on the right side. This is the area of the liver within us. And this is also where our attention is. So to cool down that, we place our left hand on the right side on the Nadi chakra. And here we ask the mothering energy to please cool down my attention. Mother Kundalini, please cool down my attention. Mother Kundalini, please cool down my attention. Please let my thoughts be settled and calm. And please let me feel the silence in my head. Let me please be aware and enjoy the space between the thoughts in my head. We can bring the left hand back again up towards the sky, so we get rid of all the excessive heat that is in our right side. Let it be released into the air. And just see how you feel on your right hand. Whether the tingling seems to have settled down a little bit. On your fingertips and also on the palm of your hand on the right side, whether it's settled down. And bring our left hand back onto our lap. And now for the Mooladhara Chakra, which is the most important chakra that holds everything together. We'll just give that a little bit of a very quick clear out. So with our right hand, sort of at the level of your knees, where that is, we rotate in a clockwise direction. So pretend if the face of the clock is in front of you, and just up here, we rotate with our right hand in a clockwise direction. This is the chakra which gives us wisdom, which gives us innocence, which gives us purity. So it's good to cleanse that chakra. Mother Kundalini, please establish the qualities of innocence and wisdom and purity within me. So we just rotate a couple of times and flick it into the water. With our hands in our lap, Mother Kundalini, please give me balance of vibrations in both my hands. Please let my left and my right side be in balance. Mother Kundalini, please rise through my central channel and let me be in a thoughtless state. So with our right hand, as we've done in the past, just raise your Kundalini in the front a couple of times, bring it up to the top of your head. And just place it on top of your head. And at this point, if you're still feeling your forehead's a bit heavy and you've had a day of rushing around and dealing with difficult colleagues, we place our right hand on our forehead, cradle your head into your hand, and we say a couple of times, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. I forgive, I forgive. And just to cleanse that chakra on the forehead with our right hand, rotate your hand in a clockwise direction. So this is just rounding up. That's the way the chakra moves within us, rounding it up, and take all the negative energy and flick it into the water. And let's now place our right hand on the Sahasrara, the fontanelle bone area. Apply a little bit of pressure. And you could bend your head forward for this, so it allows it to be easily accessible. Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please let my Sahasrara be cleansed. Please take away all the obstructions from my spirit and my ascent. And let me feel the presence of Mother Kundalini on my Sahasrara. Bring a hand onto the lap. And now to finish up, we will take both our hands, place them crosswise. This is a little bit tricky, but first time may be tricky, but it gets very easy. So place your hands on the side of your head, crossed at your forehead. And this is to bring down your ego and the superego. So Mother Kundalini, please let all the excessive ego and superego within me, please release it into the water, and we do that by sweeping it all the way down into the water. Again, second time, sweep it all the way down into the water. And third time, into the water. You can also place your hands behind your back on the Nabi chakra. Bring it down to the Swadhisthana chakra, along your legs, and flick it into the water. So that's all that you need to do. It doesn't need to be any longer than that. So we can place our feet out of the water. You can rinse them. If you've remembered to have some water aside, please rinse them into the bucket. And you can wipe away your feet. And for now, we will just place our buckets to the side, and you can empty it out later on. And we'll move on with the rest of the program.
Thanks, Gulshan. Very nice.
Yeah.
You've all got your buckets to the side now. So for the second meditation, we do want to have a meditation where we put our attention on the Mooladhara and try to clear that more. But first we'll listen to a talk from Shrimataji, lovely excerpt, just to inspire us for the rest of our session. So I'll just share that video with you now.
You have to know that you all have been seekers before. This is not the first time you have been seeking. So already you have reached a certain state where you feel and you are aware that something more has to happen to you. You are already ready for that. Some of you have really taken birth in this time just for this. So because I do not want to talk of your past, past is over now. We have to think of the present. One has to know that all of you get realization. Some people have certain problems on their different centers, as I told you. Different type of problems people have. Because of these problems, the Kundalini goes back to its attention, because Kundalini has to look after your problems. She's your mother. So she goes there, attends to that problem, and again she rises. But only thing you have to learn how to make her rise, how to cooperate with her, how to understand your own problem and give additional help to solve the problem. Now you will be amazed that you just get rid of your false identifications with yourself. You become absolutely detached from that because you start talking in the language of chakras and centers. You start saying that this center is bad, that center is bad, this is not all right, mother, that's wrong with me, that is wrong with me. That's all. You don't say I'm cancer, you don't say I'm mad, you don't say I'm egoistical. You just say, mother, this center is not all right, that center is not all right. Depending on the quality of your centers, the chakras, as they are the ones who really are the channels for the energy of God to flow in. Regarding them, you have to be careful. How your chakras are. Are you clean or not? Some of you will find cool breeze flowing all right in the hand. But maybe one chakra is catching. On one chakra you will feel the heat, or you may feel the numbness. You might feel also a kind of a you can say a kind of a tingling on certain fingers. Now wherever there is tingling, you must know there is a kind of a struggle going between those chakras and the kundalini. So you should just try to help your chakras to awaken them. And also must know that every one of you are part and parcel of the whole. You are awakened now. You are awakened to that part. And so you have to be more careful. Because if you suffer from some chakra, I can feel it. But if others, those who are not realized, I don't feel it at all. I'm not bothered. There can be any number of devils or anything, doesn't matter to me. But if you people who are realized souls have a slight problem, immediately I know that you have this problem, my attention is diverted to that. So you must understand that the attention is all the time there to look after you, to give you a better guidance. Your spirit is all the time working. But you must learn how to take the guidance from your spirit. That's the main point. So nobody is lower or higher, as he said. I've seen some people who were declared as drunkards, this, that, overnight they are finished. They are perfect people. Not only but very good Sahaja Yogis. So, you see, all these clouds have come on the sky of your being in this lifetime, doesn't matter. Makes no difference. But your past is great, that's shown. So you don't have to worry as to how far aware you are. There's no degree or anything to measure it. You must be all aware already, otherwise you would not come to me, first of all. And to get realization itself is a very big thing. Now there is a very good seeker I know of who came to me, and he got his realization, but he did not feel it on his hand. Because he has a very bad Vishuddhi here. And with a bad Vishuddhi chakra, you may not feel it in your hand, doesn't matter. But you will feel peaceful, you will feel joyful, and you can feel it on your top of your head, or others can feel it. Gradually your fingers will start improving, and they will give you better results. For example, people who do hard work with their hands, also their fingers can be numbed. So we have to use certain methods like looking after our hands. This body now is a temple of God. So we have to look after it in a way respectfully. Not for the way the prostitutes, when they want to sell their body, they look after their body. No, but with respect to our body. We have to look after ourselves in a way that we should keep good health. And to keep good health in Sahaja Yoga, there are 1001 things which you have to know, which is very easy to understand and which will be told to you for no price at all, nothing. It is the divine that is anxious, that you should get it, that you should settle down, that you should enjoy it. So you don't have to be so anxious about it. These anxieties must be given up. Just try to understand your centers. Now many of you did feel the cool breeze, but maybe after some time you may lose it, doesn't matter. You will go up and down like that, doesn't matter. It does not mean that you have lost them. Not at all. Now supposing you try a method, a simple method, that you first put your left hand towards my photograph. Just now you can try. And right hand on the Mother Earth. Let's see. Right hand on the Mother Earth. That's why I wanted to have it in the open, but doesn't matter now. If rain is good for you, for the farmers, let's have it. So now put your left hand like this, and right hand, those who are not sitting can put up like that. Like this. Back. Yes. Right hand like this. Right. Not left, right hand. Fine.
On the ground. No, like it.
Backwards, yes, right hand. Now what we are doing, the left hand side power is the emotional power. Now if you have an emotional problem, say somebody has been taking drugs, is a left sided person. Some drugs are LSD and all that right sided, but most of the drugs take you to the left side. Gurus are left sided. Most of these problems or mental problems are left sided problems. But the problem of the intellectuals is right-sided. Futuristic people is right-sided. People who are running the rat race are right-sided. See, that kind of overactivity, that kind of thing. On the contrary, those who have taken to drugs are left-sided.
So let's just raise our attention with our hands up to our Sahasrara. Let's do our sequence where we raise our attention with our hands, tying a knot. We'll do it 3 times. That's the second one. Keeping your attention up there, above the brain, above the ego and superego, tying 3 knots to keep it up there. And then again, protecting ourselves with our vibrations going over and back 7 times, 1 for each of our chakras. And it should be 7. And now just sitting with our hands palm up in our lap, just closing your eyes, putting your attention towards your breath. So from your heart, let your attention float up to the limbic area of the brain and beyond, through that fontanella area. Feeling the silence. Asking in our heart, Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my connection to the all-pervading energy. And simultaneously with our attention at our Sahasrara, we'll take our attention to our first energy center, the Mooladhara center, which is where we're sitting. And this area, we feel it in the base of our palms. So the heel of our palm, I think you call it. So both the left and the right. If you're feeling any tingling on the left side, that would be the left Mooladhara. While our attention is simultaneously at the seat and at the top, we can make the affirmation to clear that left side tingling. If we have pressure from the left side of our Mooladhara Chakra, we say the I am affirmation. I am the purity, the innocence, and the wisdom. I am the power of innocence. So we're identifying with that quality. I am the pure innocence of a child. And then let's take our attention over to the right side of our Mooladhara Chakra. And for any of the right side affirmations, it's a you are. So we're talking to our mothering energy, our mother Kundalini. Mother, you are the purity, the wisdom. You are the boundaries of my good behavior. And ultimately, in the center of our Mooladhara, Mother Kundalini, let me feel the joy of my purity, of my innocence, and the strength of my wisdom. And in gratitude to the Mother Earth for supporting our meditation and our innocence, we just thank in our heart, thank you, Mother Earth, for supporting my meditation, for absorbing any imbalances or pressure from my Mooladhara Chakra. And just allow all of your attention to go back to the Sahasrara. And feel the silence and the power of your wisdom and innocence. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes. Thanking our Mother Kundalini for taking us into meditation today. So let's again complete our meditation by raising our Kundalini with our hands. Left hand rises up, the right one winds around. And again, we'll tie our knot with the Sahasrara. And again, second time, 2 knots. And the third knot, 3 times. And protecting ourselves with the bandhan. That's the body today. And that's 7 times over and back, unless I've miscounted, which that's quite likely. So I hope you enjoyed that Mooladhara meditation today and our foot soak. We will carry on through all of each of the chakras each day, try to clear them, and any techniques we know of, we can get you to practice as well. We will add the candle tomorrow, so if you can have either a candle in a small saucer or even just the tea light candle in a small container also. So we'll add a bit of heat to the left side tomorrow. But feel free, if you have any questions, to put something in the chat, even if you're watching on, hi Denise, even if you're watching on YouTube. Chirag will grab those messages and we'll definitely answer them if you have any questions. So feel free, Denise, go ahead.
Can you see me?
I can see your name, I can't see you though.
Oh, good. Disaster if you could see me right through. We'll be doing the bucket again soon. You'll let us know.
We'll do the bucket again tomorrow and the next day, just so that we establish that routine, so that we can do that every day. Ideally, even if we're not doing it together, we will be doing it last thing of the night before we go to bed, or when we get home from work, now that we're out and about. I mean, some people also do their work in the morning. It's up to you, of course, but just good to establish a routine, because that will help develop our meditation if we get rid of the DOS and JOS that we have accumulated through the day, because we're like little vacuum cleaners going around. So good to clean the vacuum cleaner.
Good. I'll have a square bucket this time. Yeah, I'll be ready. Thank you, both of you. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Denise. Thanks for joining.
Appreciate it. Namaste.
Namaste. How did everyone else go? Lalita, how did you go? Oh, Madhu's there too. How did you find it?
It was good. Like, I mean, I didn't feel that pain. It was because I had cold water today, so it was good. Yeah.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Working too. I'm really surprised that it worked so effectively for you.
Yeah. And tomorrow I won't be here. I've got a meeting at this time, so I most probably will follow the YouTube once I finish the meeting.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
That'd be great. No, really happy to hear that worked all right for you, Lalita. It's so good.
Yeah. Thank you. One question is, like, I know we had our eyes closed, but I think that when we were going through previously, we were told that we should not be closing our eyes during the foot soak.
So we often keep our eyes open, but if you're not able to, if you don't have a photograph of Sri Mataji or something to focus your eyes on, and it feels comfortable to keep the eyes closed, but ultimately we will keep our eyes open, especially when we've got something to focus on with the candle and Sri Mataji's photograph. So that's why they would have said that. Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, just whatever's going to work best for us on the day. But again, I'll remind you of the resources we've got. So if you need to know what the affirmations are, especially for the left and right side, they should be in the resources on our 7 series page as well. To check that they really are there. And of course, you can download a photograph of Sri Mataji because of the lovely vibrations you can get from that as well. So good you reminded me about that, so that if everyone wants to just increase the vibrations of your foot soak, it is quite good to focus on a photograph or looking at the bindi, having the candle, because that just takes away that thought process as well, works quite well, the light on the Agya chakra. So thanks for that, Lalita.
Thank you.
So Madhu, how is it over there in very hot Malaysia?
I think she's
Oh, today is nice and cool actually, a rainy day.
Nice. Perfect for a foot soak.
Yeah, especially since I just got back from a early morning walk, so it was a bit of a rush, but made it just in time.
Excellent.
So it was nice and relaxing.
Nice. Well, we're going to be doing that tomorrow, so we'll be landing at our foot soak after just walking. So
Yeah, great.
it's a good thing to do. Good for the Swadhisthana chakras to walk, actually. So.
But my question that I put in the chat, why the difference in keeping your eyes open during foot soak as opposed to closing your eyes during meditation?
I think it's just the tendency to think with our eyes shut if you're foot soaking, and we can experiment with that as to whether you clear better with your eyes focused on the photograph. But again, we probably did the closed eyes because not everyone would have been able to see the photograph if it was a very small one. But ideally, eyes open is good with your focus towards the light and the Agya on Shumadaji on the red dot. So not too hard and fast, but we'll work with whatever we've got at the time. But we'll be good certainly by the third 7-day series, which will be from from day 15 onwards. We would want to keep our eyes open for our foot soaks by then, as we will all have our photographs, our paraphernalia all sorted by then. So we're doing the shorter version. So that's I think anything you'd like to add to that, Gulshan?
I was just going to say, everyone, you have a week to print out a photograph and place it in a nice little spot with a little candle or a lamp. The photograph, the reason why we do use Sri Mataji's photographs all the time is that their vibrations and the 5 elements are incorporated in her photographs. And so if you can use the photograph for meditation as well as for foot soak, it's really important, because it just the difference is incredible using the photograph and not using the photograph. You can try the two, but it's worth having a photograph.
Oh, yeah, put a good point here in the chat as well, which I'm sure everyone can see, is that keeping your eyes open during foot soak is better because it helps clear, and as stuff can go out from your eyes as well. So that is a very good point as well. So ultimately, let's get our photographs, let's get our candles on, and let's keep our eyes open.
Would it be possible for you to have Mataji's photograph and display during the meditation on the...
Yeah. So I've got one here. Yeah. But also I can take my photograph off and get the photograph on there. So yes, definitely can do that. Yes, in fact, that's what is probably preferable.
Thank you.
Great.
Hi, Lynn. Yes. This is Ami. For me, it's a problem for a photograph because my husband has some trauma, something he doesn't like any photographs. So
then if I display a bigger photograph,
that
in the Zoom window and the YouTube window, then that'll work better. So I'll do that for next time. Good suggestion.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Lynn and Gulshan.
No worries.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Some of Sri Mataji's photographs are actually very nurturing and loving as the one.
It is.
Yeah, but my husband has some problem, some childhood trauma or something. He doesn't like any photographs. And the candle also he doesn't like, but I close my door and I will do it without seeing him.
Yeah.
If he sees where he said, oh, it's not, I feel like going back, like bad things like that he felt. I don't know why.
Oh, well, let's keep our attention on ourselves, and ultimately the good vibes from you will infiltrate, I'm sure, Amy. Yeah.
I think I want to follow up on her question actually. What if we do not print out the photographs, but we have it on our screen?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Exactly. Yes. And in fact, that I think was the point that Lolita, or was it Amy, was making, that if I put up a slide of Sri Mataji's photograph, you know, in a large one, so during meditation we can look there. So yeah, in fact, others do that. So I will get